G'day Horizon family, Clayton Carney from Horizon Motorhomes. I'm just going to start a little series on tips and hints while travelling, mainly based on four-wheel drive and off-road. Whilst some of this stuff might be pretty basic to some people that have done it before, but for people that are new to it, you might find it a little bit handy. So probably just going to call it Mr. Horizon's Tips and Hits. And what I'm going to talk about first of all is tyre pressures on dirt roads, four-wheel driving. So at the moment we're in the Karanjini National Park in the Pilbara, Western Australia. So we've just turned off the tar and onto a dirt road. So I don't know if you can just pan over and show these corrugations in the road. I don't know if you can see them on camera. But that puts a lot of vibration through the vehicle to the point where you're skipping across the road. So it's important to let your tyre pressures down because that absorbs a lot of those bumps out of the vehicle and softens the ride. So I'm just going to talk about letting pressures down. So on this trip we're driving a 519 Mercedes with the dual rear wheels, so 4.5 tonne vehicle. We've got the wattle layout in this one. But what I do, just as a little tip, is I carry my tyre gauge just inside the door. So it's very easy to pull up quickly, get the tyre gauge out to let the pressures down. So on the dual wheels, what you need is this type of gauge, which has got the double end on it. So what that allows you to do on the duals is to get to the outside tyre because the valve goes on the inside. So we'll zoom in and show you that later, but this is just a cheap one from Super Cheap, SCA, and look, I've had this gauge for probably 15 years and it's done the job. Probably a lot better quality ones out there. What I really like, and I'll show in a minute, is this release button. What it does is it allows me to let the tyres down quite quickly without having to pull the valve out. A lot of people use this type here, which is also great, which allows you to actually remove the valve out of the tyre and really get a good gauge on your pressure. Problem with that, with the duals, is getting to the outside tyre. Very difficult with this setup. So I just simply use this style here. And I use that all around the vehicle. So start off here on the front. And by hitting this black button, don't know if you can hear on there that it's actually coming out quite quickly, the air. So I've been running 70 psi on the tar, which is way too hard on this sort of road. So I'm probably going to drop down to probably around the 30, just see how that goes on this sort of road. It's probably enough. If we're on sand tracks and really, or in mud and really wanting the traction, we'd probably go lower. Probably go down to closer to 20 on the front. On the duals, you really don't want to go any lower than about 20, 22, 25 on the back, because what you'll see is the tyres start to touch at the bottom, which is what they call kissing, tyres kissing. And what happens if you do that, if you let the pressures down and the tyres are kissing on the bottom, it'll create a hot spot and you can blow a tyre out by doing that. So I'm just going to start off here, probably run about 30. So beauty with 30 is you can probably still drive on the tar, not too quickly, like probably around 80. Once you get any lower than that, then as soon as you get back onto tar or onto smooth dirt and you want to go quicker, you've really got to pump your tyres back up. So by starting off a bit higher, it's very easy to go a bit lower if need be.